In Lesson 15, we're going to take a closer look at the divisibility rules for 2, 4, and 8 so we can start to understand why they work. Here's part 1. Solve the 3 problems below, these 3 problems right here. Then write the divisibility rules for 2, 4, and 8 to show how they are related. So let's work on these 3 problems here. First one, write down 2 equals 2. And this just means that a number is the same as itself. Here's the next one. 2 times 2 equals 4. And finally, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 again, and that gives us 8. So this starts to explain why the divisibility rules for 2, 4, and 8 are related. Now let's write the divisibility rules. A number is divisible by 2 if the last digit is divisible by 2. Next one, a number is divisible by 4 if the last 2 digits are divisible by 4. Here's the last one. A number is divisible by 8 if the last 3 digits are divisible by 8. Let me explain how part 2 works. Here we have the randomly selected number 5,736. And as you know from the past, this is the ones place value, the tens place value, the hundreds place value, and the thousands place value. So we're going to take these same place value names and divide them all by 2. So here's 1, 10, 100, and 1,000, and we're dividing them all by 2. This is the pattern in the remainder that students should notice. Here, our quotients were 0 remainder 1, 5 with no remainder, 50 with no remainder, and 500 with no remainder. We're going to draw a star in the box where we stopped noticing a remainder. And which box was that? It would be this box here. So let's draw a star in box B. Let's take a look at part 3. Here we have 1, 10, 100, and 1,000, and we're dividing them all by 4. Once again, students will notice a pattern in the quotients. Here we have 0 remainder 1, 2 remainder 2, 25 with no remainder, and 250 with no remainder. Let's draw a star in the box where we stopped noticing a remainder. And where was that? That was right here in box G. Finally, take a look at part 4. We have 1, 10, 100, and 1,000 all divided by 8. And here's the pattern that students should notice in the quotients. Here we have 0 remainder 1, 1 remainder 2, 12 remainder 4, and 125 with no remainder. And where did we stop noticing a remainder? It's this box right here, letter L.